Hey guys, today I thought let's do a few of the calculations that you're prone to find on the Naplex. And I thought about starting with oncology calculations. Here we go. So a quick preview is like there are two formulas that you can use to calculate the either you're being asked to find the body surface area, sometimes you're being asked to find a solution, or sometimes you're being asked to find the dose or finding the BSA. So these are the various types of questions that you can find, but the formula is going to be the same. Memorize the formula and it's going to be easy to find the answers you're looking for. So the Du Bois formula is exactly like it is. I found it challenging to memorize those detailed values, so the Mostella equation is one that I find easy to work with. However, for this equation, you have to keep in mind that the height is in centimeters versus what you're being given, which is the height in feet and inches. And then you also have the weight in kilograms when you're being given the weight in pounds. So you have to make sure that the units are the same. So when finding values in centimeters, we have to keep in mind that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. And also 1 feet is equal to 12 inches, and 1 inch, we've already talked about the 1 inch. The other one that we need to look at is 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. That is the units for pounds. Okay, let's get started. So we're being asked that a patient that has a weight of 174 pounds and height of 6 feet and 1 inch, calculate the patient's body surface area using the Mostella equation and then round it off to the nearest 100. So when finding the BSA, like when we talked about it, I just go ahead and make sure that the units are similar before I plug in the values into the equation, okay? So 174, so 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. How about 174 pounds? So 174 lbs times 1 kilogram divided by 2.2, and it will give me a value of 79.09091. And I try to write mine out, the decimals, as far out as I can. The next thing is to change the feet and inches into centimeters. And so with that, we find that there's going to be a two-step where we have to find the 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. How about the 6 feet? Will be 6 feet times 12 inches divided by 1 feet. That's going to be 72 inches total. Remember, we have the 1 inch plus 1 inch. It's going to be 73 inches total. So from there, we go ahead and we change it into centimeters. So 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. How about 73 inches? 73 inches times 2.54 centimeters. So that will give us 185.4 centimeters. So we go ahead and plug that into our equation up here, which is going to be the BSA in meters squared is equal to 79.09091 kilograms times 185.4 centimeters divided by 3600, and that will give us a value of 2.0184 meters squared. Remember, we've been asked to find that into 100. So with that, then it's going to be 2.02 meters squared. That's the answer from there. Next, it's going to be the same question, but then it's sort of jumbled up. You just have to know the constant, which is the formula, but then apply the formula, okay? So in this case, we have 174 pounds and 6 feet and 1 inch. We've been given a value of the paclitaxel, which is, so we've been given 174 pounds. We also have 6 feet, 1 inch. We also have 175 milligrams per meter squared, and we've been asked the dose. What's the dose? Okay, so when it comes to finding the dose, this is what we are going to use to find the dose. So we have a value of the BSA, of the body surface area. So first of all, we need to find the body surface area. Okay? Meters square. So from the calculations we've done in the past, which is very similar, the body surface area is equal to height in centimeters times the weight in kilograms divided by 3600. So when we plug in the values that we got from the prior calculations, which is exactly the same, we're going to find that times 185.4 centimeters divided by the 3600. Sorry, this is not centimeters. And so that will give us a value of 2.0184 meters squared. And we can use this value to find our dose in milligrams. Those two cancel out. That will give us 3.4 milligrams. But then you have to go back to the question and find out, what do they say? They need a whole number. So we have to, so we have to change that into a whole number. So that will be 354 milligrams. That's a whole number. All right. So the next is, we are told that the BSA is 2.02 meters squared, and then the dose milligram per meter squared, and then we asked what is the dose of the paclitaxel, and then to whole number. So we are asked to give the dose in milligrams, and then we asked for a whole number. Okay? This is a very straightforward question, which is wonderful. You don't have to calculate the BSA from the beginning. So meaning that 175 milligram, it's a matter of plugging in. Meters squared. Those two cancel out, and that will be 354 milligrams. It's already in whole numbers, okay? The other one, we're given the BSA again. We have the dose in milligrams per meter squared, which is the BSA. And then we have the solution. And then we asked how many milliliters will be needed. This is very straightforward because we're also given the dose. You can do this in two ways. You can either go ahead and get the 6 milligrams per 1 ml. If the patient's dose is 354 milligrams divided by X, which is the value we're looking for. And so you can go ahead and plug that in, divided by 1 ml. Multiply by 1 ml divided by 6 mLs. And so with that, we're going to get 58.9 milliliters. Is it? No, milligrams. Sorry. That's why it's important to write all these values out. And hold on a moment. We were right the first time. So that's 58.9 milliliters, because this is 6 milligrams. Yeah, so it's important to write out your units so you know what you're canceling out to get the correct value. Okay, so we are asked how many milliliters will be added, so 58.9, or you can go ahead and use this other way of doing things, 175 milligram per meter squared multiplied by 2.02 meters squared, which will give us the 354 milligrams, and then use this 54 milligrams to do exactly what we did over here, and you'll find the same answer, 58.9 milliliters. Last but not least, this is when you are asked to find the milliliter, but the process is multi-step process to find the answer. So just be careful about what the question is asking, the values you're given. You've been given 174 pounds. We also have 6 feet and 1 inch. And then we've been given 6 milligrams per milliliter. And then we also have 175 milligrams per milliliter. And we are asked what's the dose in the milliliters. That's the question. Okay, so always remember to look at what the question is asking you for, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and plug our values in. So first of all, we need to find the BSA, the body surface area in meters square is equal to height in centimeters times weight in kilograms divided by 3,600. Okay? Good. The next is we have to switch this to kilograms. We have to switch this to centimeters. Okay. So in this case, let's quickly get that down. 174 lbs divided by the 2.2 lbs times 1 kilogram, 79.09091 kilograms. And then 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. How about 6 feet? Is equal to 12 inches times 6. $72 inches plus 1 inch is equals to 23 inches total. However, 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. How about 73 inches is equal to 2.54 centimeters times 73 inches divided by the 1 inch. So that will give us 185.4 centimeters. So we need to come plug all of these values in. Plug in. So okay, let me use a different color. One 85.4 centimeters times 79.9091 divided by the 3600. Let's do that in a clean manner. 185.4 centimeters times 79.9091 divided by 3600, and find the square root for that. That will give us 2.0184 meters squared. And then we use this value, which is the BSA, body surface area. So the body surface area is that. Okay. Never mind on that one. So let's go ahead and use the 175 milligrams per milliliters per meter square, times 2.0184 meters squared. That will give us it's the same as the values, 353.5 milligrams. Okay, so once we find the milligrams, then we can use this value to find our milliliters. This is step 1. Step 2. Step 3. Then step 4 will be now 6 milligrams per 1 milliliter is equal to 353 0.5 milligram divided by the x ml that we're looking for, and that will be 353.5 milligrams divided by the 6 milligrams. And that will give us our value we're looking for, which is 58.9 ml. Yes.